With spring right around the corner, there's no place I'd rather be than the high country. Welcome to this edition of the Appalachian Weekly News.
From the mountains to the valley, we are your source for all things happening in our part of the North Carolina mountains, including an electric vibe around App State basketball. That story coming up soon.
This area is always known for its scenic views, bustling tourism, and genuine southern hospitality. But one facility here in the high country wasn't so hospitable. AWN's Boone reporter Dylan Henson has the story.
Today we're talking trash, and I don't mean literally. I'm at the Watauga County Recycling Facility, and the reason we're here is there were some allegations made back in late November of last year. And the reason these allegations were made was that there was a big pile of trash. But there's a bigger story to this. I reached out to every one of those individuals who commented on that Facebook post, and none of them got back regarding my request for comment. But the recycling facility did, and I'm here interviewing Cole Keziah, who is the Watauga County Recycling Coordinator. Let's speak with him and see what he has to say.
At that particular point in time, our baler was down, so we were making some repairs for it. The baler is the kind of centerpiece of our machinery that allows us to get the commodities that come in. We send them up a belt, then they drop down into this massive hopper, and it'll compress all of the material into these basically rectangular blocks that will be strapped up, and we can ship them out. It was down for about 10 days, so we were a little bit backed up, and for some reason, I guess that was an issue in the public eye, and so somebody decided to take it upon themselves to make a post about it. And yeah, I'm still not exactly sure where they were going with the posts. All of that material was recycled and sent where it was supposed to be.
This facility processes mixed recycling, which Cole refers to as commingled recycling.
In the county, we have 10 different convenience sites. And then we also, a few years ago, got involved in a commercial collection. So at that point, we decided to switch some of our commodities to a commingled.
The North Carolina Recycling Program performance reported in the 2021-2022 fiscal year, Watauga County ranked 6th in the state with a reported 200 pounds per person of recycled material collected and processed. If you still aren't convinced, Keziah also invites people to stop by and see the operations for themselves.
Come and see what it's like, man. If you would like to get involved, come check us out. It's very easy to make comments about something that you don't know what exactly is all involved.
The town of Boone recently had to deal with 7,000 gallons of untreated wastewater that was discharged into Boone Creek. This occurred on February 16th between 2 and 9 p.m. Public utilities workers used a camera system to find the source of the leak. To fix it, they replaced it with new materials.
Some believe that politics is another area that needs some cleaning up, and 2024 is a major year for that, not just nationally, but locally as well. We took to King Street and Sanford Mall asking Boone for their plans about this election season.
Are you registered to vote?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I am.
Of course.
Yes, I am registered to vote.
Are you planning on voting in the Tuesday, March 5th primary?
We have already voted.
Yes, sir, I am.
I actually have voted in the primary. I did early voting in the student union.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited about it.
Yes, I will be.
Are you planning to vote in the general election in
Yes,
November?
we are. Yes.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, I think it's really important that we all make sure that our voice is heard. So yeah, I'll be voting for sure.
Yeah, it's actually my first time voting because freshly 18, so it's very exciting. And you should all vote. You should definitely vote because your vote matters and you can change the country even if you think you can't.
Of course, it's the only privilege we truly have in this country. Everybody should do it.
Speaking of primaries, the North Carolina primary is next week on March 5th, also known as Super Tuesday. The North Carolina State Board of Elections has released their locations to vote here in the town of Boone and around the state of North Carolina. Voters must bring a photo ID to vote, and polling locations are open from 6:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. And as a reminder, there are several locations in Ashe County and Avery as well. For more information about how to find polling locations in your neck of the woods, visit the North Carolina State Board of Elections website at ncsbe.gov.
It could be the beginning of a new dynasty here at App State. Since November, the boys from Boone have been on an incredible run, now ranking #1 in the Sun Belt Conference.
I'll tell you, it's just incredible. The environment at App State basketball games these last few months has been amazing. I think it's safe to say the Holmes Convocation Center has been electric.
Coming up, we'll take an in-depth look at the App State men's basketball program as our own Sam Bellantoni presents the AWN featured piece, Take the Stairs.
Bryce in the shotgun, takes a snap. Troy sends 4. Bryce rolls left, gonna heave it deep, and it's not gonna get there. It's caught by Christian Horn. He's around the outside, and he scores! He scores! App State wins! Holy mother meatballs! It's a touchdown for App State on a Hail Mary! Christian Horn! Touchdown!
There's nothing like home sweet homes for the men's basketball team. Success has brought packed crowds to Boone, and it has changed the culture of the program. It's all part of the take the stairs mentality that they've adopted. Heading into the Sun Belt tournament, Samantha Bellantoni tells us this team is different than those of the past.
This year has been like no other for Appalachian State basketball, breaking records that haven't been touched since 2009.
Coming in here during COVID and not having any fans to where we are now, you can see the progression. It's kind of crazy. Home court advantage, as you learned against the Auburns and the Toledos and the JMUs, like it's real. Like you can feel it when you're on the court, the vibrations, your ears ringing, everything. It's truly amazing to be a part of.
It just means the world to us, you know, just seeing all these fans, like parents, kids, you know, like seeing the kids waiting for us after the game, signing autographs and stuff like that, it just means a lot to us. Especially like when we do like have a big play or whatever, you know, and it gets loud in here, like very loud, like you can't even hear yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we honestly used to just joke about how many fans we would have at the game a couple years ago, and you know, being able to basically sell out a couple games in a year, it just shows how hard we work and you know how hard the coaches work, and it's just nice to see it all pay off.
Even with the dedicated support from fans, getting blocks, and shooting threes, that is not all that is leading this Mountaineer team to success. The start is of head coach Dustin Kearns.
He taught me the take the stairs mentality. You know, on the wall in the locker room, he has, you become us, we don't become you. And it means a lot, saying he doesn't care the type of player you are. If you're not bought into the system, it's not gonna work. And you know, he has a lot of confidence in me.
He's like a second father, really, I would say, you know, father aspect, you know, just the way he believes in us, me and my teammates as well, just the confidence he just has in all of us, you know, to go out there and play our best.
One thing a lot of people want to know, what is the meaning of Take the Stairs?
Right before I became the head coach at Presbyterian, I read a book called Take the Stairs by Rory Vaden. And it just made a lot of sense with me, it resonated with me. And then shortly after that, I became the head coach at Presbyterian. I mentioned taking the stairs in coaching, and it just kind of stuck. And then after 2 years at Presbyterian, brought it here to App State, and people kind of took off with it. Most people are going to try to take the easy route. We know winning is hard, and we want to take it the hard route, and we don't want it easy.
Like everybody says, like everybody wants to take the elevator all the time, not want to take the stairs.
You know, we don't want the easy way. You know, we're going to put in the work. Everything is process-oriented around here. We take stairs to get to where we are, and you know, I think it just shows just being able to look at my freshman year to now and just, you know, see how far it came. I think that's truly just what take the stairs means.
I mean this in a compliment. They're different, and once again, I think that's a compliment. I think that a lot of times there's a lot of normalcy. There's a lot of just, this is kind of the normal thing to do. This team's not normal, and they're truly trying to do something that's never been done. Last year, for the first time in coaching, when we returned from Pensacola, usually we take 2 weeks off, lets everybody decompress, let's kind of evaluate, and let's get together in a couple weeks. Our strength coach came in on Monday. We returned on Friday or Saturday, and our strength coach told me on Monday that the team was in there lifting on their own. And so I knew right then that this group's different, and this group's motivated. That's special, that's different, that's not normal.
It's been a successful basketball season for another team in the high country. The Watauga men's and women's basketball teams won the Northwestern North Carolina tournament, where they were one of the top seeds heading into the state playoffs. The men's team tournament win was the first in its history, led by third-year coach Bryson Payne. The women's team is among the tops in the state, and many fans were there to watch the schools battle it out on the court. The crowd includes coaches from several universities scouting one player in particular, Kate Sears.
It's definitely pressure. I try not to think about it. I think, it's been going on for a while now, so I've kind of gotten used to it, but still just trying to, not think about it, think about the game and my teammates, all the work I've put in to get to this moment, kind of trying to focus on that.
This may be the first ever conference tournament that Watauga's had. It feels great for the guys, for them to be able to do this and be able to do it on their home floor. These guys have worked really hard for this. They've worked really hard all season, all last spring, all fall, all summer. So it's something that they set their goal to win it, and I'm super happy for the guys that they were able to accomplish that goal and get to enjoy it.
Plenty of action in the area with other sports as well. App State Baseball has Southern Illinois, while the tennis team takes on Western Carolina and Radford, both in Boone. Lees McRae's softball team will be traveling down the mountain for a doubleheader in Augusta, Georgia, and the Mountaineer baseball team will arrive in Durham early next week, where they play against ACC powerhouse Duke. Meanwhile, App State softball will be finishing up their time at the Purple and Gold Invitational in Greenville, as well as many other matchups. And Lees McRae men's tennis team will face Mars Hill as they take on the Lions.
The Appalachian State wrestling team is on a roll this year. The Mountaineers are ranked 24th in the nation and have their sights set on the SoCon Championship. App State wrestled the Gardner-Webb Runnin' Bulldogs and beat them 45-3 at home in the final contest of the regular season. The varsity gym exploded in excitement as 4 matches ended in pins. The duel finished with 9 out of 10 matches won by App State wrestlers. The Mountaineers finished 10-4 in the regular season and 7-1 in the Southern Conference. And now the big one comes to town. The SoCon Championship is slated for March 9th at the Holmes Convocation Center on the App State campus in Boone. As the month comes to a close, the town of Boone and Appalachian State University recognized Black History Month in February.
We had the opportunity to speak with a local App State student and a professor who are making a difference in their community. That plus a whole lot more coming up on AWN.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
Wow! A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
Welcome to Religion and Life. I'm your host, Ozzy Oswald.
Ojalá se encuentren bien. Yo soy Natalia Aguiar.
Yo soy Eric Mendiola.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Can't Think Straight.
My name is Tasha.
And my name is Grace, and we are thrilled to take over the show this season.
They're not gamer gloves, Jack. I have a serious condition called I hate you.
Tessa, how are you?
Welcome to the Appalachian Weekly News.
The heart of the mountains is gearing up for a huge change. Boone Next is a transformative initiative sought out by the town of Boone to expand infrastructure, zoning, housing, and transportation plans for the increased size of our small, yet bustling mountain town. This new plan of action will change the way residents see the town of Boone forever.
Boone Next is the town's comprehensive plan. So a comprehensive plan is a long-range planning document that sets forth the vision for the town of Boone, and so in it it's going to include things for land development or infrastructure decisions. And so planning this now will help us ensure that we get to where we want to be in 15 to 20 years. So Boone Next we have a dedicated website, so if you visit boonenext.com, you'll be able to access that and go to get updates, and you can log in and put in your information, and then we can send you updates so how you can participate.
All February, several events took place in the High Country to celebrate Black History Month. It's a time when people come together to honor the remarkable accomplishments of African Americans from past to present. Our reporter, Nick Ragone, spoke with some local pioneers who are making their mark in the High Country.
What does Black History Month mean here in the High Country? More specifically, what does it mean here at Appalachian State? Dr. Lamont Sellers is the Director of Intercultural Student Affairs here at Appalachian State. Before that, he was the Executive Diversity Officer at the University of South Dakota.
So Black History Month has been a part of what App State has done for many years. This office, as well as the Black Student Association, have existed in some shape or form for the past 50 years now here at App State. So, in this, the 125th year of App State, having this be a part of this campus for 50 years is monumental. The other part of that is also recognizing that it's not just about Black history, but we are currently making history right now. So we have students, faculty, staff, alumni that are doing great things across this campus and out in the world that we want to highlight and celebrate.
Black culture and Black history have often been underrepresented in the High Country, but there's one electronic media and broadcasting student who hopes to change that. Meet Tessa Coakley. She's the creator and producer of Black at App, a show focusing on Black culture here in Boone.
So I know that right now is Black History Month, but before that, I was having a conversation with my director, Liam, and we were just talking about we finally got new members, and it wasn't just me and my friends from TV production. It makes me very emotional. I'm already an emotional person. I'm like, dang, I did not mean for this to be something that's going to carry. I mean, I wanted it to, but I didn't know it was going to happen like that. Seeing other Black people do things is going to make you want to do something like that. So getting out of my comfort zone, doing something creative, I knew other people, especially other Black people, were going to, join and feel inspired to do something that maybe they haven't done before.
This work being done in and around Boone is nothing short of extraordinary. And to stay updated, be sure to tune in to Black at App here on App TV every Thursday at 9 a.m. And if you can't make the show, be sure to stream Black at App and other App TV content on demand through the App TV YouTube channel.
The season of giving arrives 9 months early at App State. On March 6th, the entire Mountaineer community, from students to fans, are invited to celebrate and contribute to all things App State during the iBack App event. It is the university's largest fundraiser of the year. By wearing App State gear, sharing their personal App State stories, or making a donation, big or small, participants can enhance the collective spirit and impact of the Mountaineers. iBack App is a campus-wide initiative, but if you like what you see from App TV, please scan the QR code to help our student-run television station.
We've had a lot of awesome stories, but some of those have been pretty serious, Liam.
I think we should take it to a lighter note in this next segment. One of our own reporters, Cody Bear, gets his boots dirty at a local farm that has a unique event going on in the month of March.
Welcome to Boone, North Carolina. Located along the Blue Ridge Parkway, nestled in the Appalachian Mountains, there is no place like it. Take a stroll down charming King Street, where you are sure to see a familiar face welcoming you. In the summer, go tubing down the New River, where the water runs almost as deep as our Mountaineer pride. When the leaves change in the fall, pack a picnic and head to Thunder Hill Overlook, where the skyline is so vibrant you can't help but send a picture to all of your family and friends. In the winter, check out one of our nearby ski resorts, where Yosef might just challenge you to a race down the slopes. And year-round, you can take in some of the most breathtaking views wherever you turn. As soon as you arrive in Boone, you'll realize there is something special in these mountains. Welcome home, and welcome to the valley.
It's that time of the year where we leap into a special celebration. Born on February 29th, your birthday comes once every 4 years. It would be kind of weird to have only one true birthday every 4 years, but there's a reason for it. Technically speaking, the Earth takes 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds to orbit the Sun. We only recognize 365 days a year, but those 6 extra hours don't disappear, and that's why leap year is recognized to account for the difference. Happy birthday to all who recently celebrated.
Spring break is right around the corner here at App State, and many are excited about traveling all over the U.S. But for the people staying in town for break, there's still plenty of fun to be had in the high country. Ryan Hendricks has 5 things you can do for spring break right here in the mountains.
For spring break, many like to leave the high country. But not all of us can head down to the beach or the big city. So for everyone staying up here this spring break, here are 5 things you can do to have fun up here in the mountains.
If you can't leave the high country for spring break, one of the best places to go is the amazing Trash Can Falls right here behind me.
At Trash Can Falls, you can hang out on the rocks, or if you're feeling risky, you can take a dive into the freezing cold water.
It was really fun. It was a good time. But yeah, like I said, you're only going to want to be in there for a total of 30 seconds, maybe.
Right now, I feel great. I understand why people do cold plunges.
Not into swimming in freezing water? Another beautiful spot is over at Moses Cone Memorial Park. With scenic views and many hiking trails, it will take your breath away. Ready to scratch your golf itch? Head over to the Mountaineer Golf Center and hit some balls at the driving range. Open from noon to 6 p.m. daily. Do this and you'll be ready for the Masters in no time.
This is probably one of the best places to come during spring break. It's probably one of your cheapest options in Boone. It's all around a fun time.
Sticking with sports, a place to stay active during spring break is over at the Watauga Rec Center. With a pool, multiple basketball courts, and a bunch of weights to lift, Watauga Rec has you covered if you love to stay moving. Ending our journey, we head over to High Country Lanes for some bowling action. High Country Lanes offers a good time with 16 lanes to bowl on, as well as an arcade and a full bar.
The main reason people come here is to have fun. So like, if you come in here trying to have a bad time, it's not going to happen.
There's a lot to do in the High Country, and we have you covered with this installment of High Country Happenings. Appalachian Mountain Brewery will be hosting Flannel Fest in Boone. That goes well with the cooler temperatures for sure. If you're feeling competitive, Beach Mountain Ski Resort has you covered with the 2024 Park Rat Classic. Enter for free and compete in women's and men's events ranging from beginner to advanced snowboarding classics. Feeling the urge to stay indoors? The Appalachian Theater welcomes Sam Bush, an all-American mandolinist who is considered the father of progressive bluegrass music. For those who like the softer genres of music like myself, you'll want to head over to the Schaefer Center as they welcome the Sing and Swing jazz production. Feeling athletic and wanting to make a difference? Beach Mountain Resort will host their annual Runs for Buns fundraiser for the Colon Cancer Coalition. Easter's also right around the corner, and the Easter Bunny is starting his journey down the trail a little earlier than normal this year. Join Sugar Mountain Ski Resort for their annual Easter egg hunt for kids aged 12 and under.
Now time to head to the land of milk and honey for a seriously cute adventure. Our reporter, Cody Bear, got some cuddling time in with the sweet animals over in Ashe County.
Nestled nicely into the small town of Deep Gap, North Carolina, is a farm that has beautiful views and produces food and items. But Land of Milk and Honey Farms doesn't just sell products. They invite the community to come and see the making of their products during their 1-hour farm tours that introduces people to about every animal you can name. All beginning with one cow that wasn't even for sale.
We started back in 2020. And we actually started out, we had raised chickens in the past, and so then we went to a farm to buy more chickens. They had a Jersey milk cow that we showed interest in. And so we talked to the owner and he said he would sell the Jersey milk cow. So we came home, planned out getting fencing done, planned out getting a barn for it. We then contacted him and he decided not to sell the cow. Krista found a farm that was a Jersey dairy. So we ended up buying a cow from them. Her name is Bessie. We still have her to today. And then the farm has just grown from there.
At the beginning of this year, the family-run farm expanded to even more than just the farm tours. This year, Land of Milk and Honey Farms opened up lamb cuddling, where the community can come visit newborn lambs.
Here at Land of Milk and Honey Farms, you have more than the opportunity to just see the lambs. You get to get in the pen and cuddle with them and hold them as well.
Lamb cuddling went from a thing that the family loved to something the community could love too.
Lamb cuddles, that was one of the things that I really enjoyed, so I thought, I wonder if other people would enjoy this. And so I looked, and a few farms across the country do it, but it's more like for goats and kids, but there's a few for lambs. But I thought, well, we'll just see how it goes, and it's really taken off. It's been great.
Lamb cuddling is limited time as the lambs grow fast. Land of Milk and Honey Farms expect their lamb cuddles to last through mid to late March, but their farm tours stay open year-round.
That's adorable, but that also brings us to a close on this week's edition of the Appalachian Weekly News. For more news throughout the week, make sure to follow all of App Weekly News and App TV social platforms on social media.
You can also find us on YouTube through the App TV channel. We leave you with live video from downtown West Jefferson. Looks like the weekend is off to a great start in Ashe County.
On behalf of Liam and I and the entire team here at Appalachian Weekly News, we thank you for watching.